do think he's like low-key gay, but whatever. But I think most men are gay. The straight girls will know what I'm talking about. You know that whole theory about how men have their taxi lights on whenever they're ready, and no matter how much you're ready as a person of that other partner who is not ready, there's nothing you can really do to change their minds. And I actually just had a moment of this where it wasn't even that serious, but it was like a light version of this anecdote and adage is that I really liked this one man a few summers ago, and we had a little fling, and at the time, you know, this is a TMI, but he was highly insecure because he was, in his own words, he said he was fat growing up. And so when he was, you know, pursuing me at this thing, and then we finally went on a date and, you know, we had a good time, he was like, oh my god, you're like the prettiest girl I've ever been with. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird to say out loud, but whatever. But at the time I was like, okay, if you're that into me and that obsessed with me, and at the time not even at the time, still, I'm very much like not looking to date around, okay? Of course, you have to do a little bit of fishing in the sea before you go out there and be like, oh, I want to settle down. But at the time, I was just like, hey, like, I'm not really looking for like a casual situation. I'm really looking for someone who's serious about me and would take this very seriously. And long story short, he was just like, but he kept saying like, oh my god, like, you're such a good catch and blah, 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 blah. And he was like amping me up. And when it came down to asking me out again after the first date, even though we had a great time, he just never followed up. Fast forward, I see him for the first time in 2 years, about 2 months ago. It was at a mutual's birthday party, and he's there, I'm there, and I had a feeling that he was dating somebody because he brought a +1 to this thing, and you can check on the party full who this was. And again, I wasn't like looking for it, but I was like scrolling just to see who was going, who was attending, and then he was there with a +1 and it was a girl's name. I was like, oh my god, who is this girl? And hello, this girl kind of looks like me, okay? I'm not trying to like amp up my own, like blow up my head, but literally this girl kind of looks like me. And I get super, super nervous because I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen this guy. I'm not sure if this is like the girlfriend or like whatever, but I'm like, this is the first time he's gonna see me in 2 years. Like, did I get more attractive? Did I not? Like, did I fall back? Is he gonna be more attractive? You know, you have all these feelings when you're, you know, anxious to see somebody. But I will tell you this, like, one of the things, like, he and I, like, just did not. I think he's very cute. Like, he's very adorable, endearing almost, and he's like younger than me. He's like 2 years younger than me, and he was just like so obsessed with me. And I don't say this as like, oh my god, how special am I, but he was literally just like so enamored by me. That's what I found attractive about him, which is a big pattern of mine, and I need to break it. Fast forward, I show up to this thing, I'm extremely nervous, and I find out that is somewhat, he doesn't tell me this, I actually only found out tonight that that's his girlfriend. Spoiler alert. Basically, we have a good time. He's gotten he gained a little weight, okay? And I was looking snatched, thank god, because I was so nervous about this. Ended up catching up. It's been 2 years since we, you know, last saw each other. And, you know, we were just like, we didn't like catch up fully, but he was just like kind of drunk. He's been drinking all night. I'm not drinking that much. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like letting him talk. And he's talking and he's like, oh my god, you were like the most amazing person I've ever been with. And mind you, his girlfriend's like literally singing a song in the karaoke room, like literally 2 people down. And he's like, you're like the prettiest like girl I've ever seen, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, haha, like, and then for me, I feel validated. And oh, that's what I was saying. He and I were just like not compatible for many reasons. I think, like, again, I found all of him endearing, but he and I were just not compatible in that way. And I mean, I do think he's like low-key gay, but whatever. But I think most men are gay. The straight girls will know what I'm talking about. Fast forward, I'm like catching up with a mutual today, and then he comes up in conversation. I'm just like, oh, how is he? And he's like, oh, he's moving in with his girlfriend. And I'm like, huh? Literally 2 years ago, this man was like, I'm in the hottest prime of my life. I used to be fat, now I'm skinny. I'm gonna be out here all summer and being a little slut. And he was like in his DJ phase, which is like, I hate people who want to be DJs. He's moving in with this new girl, and apparently the mutual's like, he's never been obsessed with Asian girls. Like, I don't know why he's so obsessed with Asian girls. Okay. End of that story, but honestly, I'm so annoyed. I mean, I don't know why I'm so bothered by this, because he and I would have never worked out, and also I think it was because I got so hurt that I low-key got rejected, when even though he was like gassing me up and making me feel like I was so desirable to him, and yet he never pursued it and never came back and never tried to do anything with it. It annoys me. And now he's moving in with this girl, and I guess he's a commitment type. Whatever.